Hello everybody. Hope you're doing well. This presentation is inspired by a news article whereupon a study concluded that if we were to optimize usage of crops as currently grown for feeding humans, we could sustain another 4 billion people. Jack London had a great essay on farming innovations and increased crop yields being tied to global population expansion and war. One fascinating example was Japan. Japan in many ways was like England. Both were island nations, both were maritime powers in their region, both were very warlike. He showed why. In Japan's case, for instance, they had maintained a stable population for millennia. They required little outside assistance because of it. After Westerners came and introduced modern farming techniques, however, something happened. Crop yields got larger than anything they'd known in the past. Because they suddenly had larger crops, farmers required more farmhands, which in most parts of the world, even today, means having more children to help. So suddenly, 2-child families became 6-child families. With more kids came the necessity to feed more people. And soon the population rose to meet the increase in crop yields, but they more than met it. Soon they exceeded it, and this brought on the need to import more goods. Because of their tiny islands' limitations, this inclined them to look to Manchuria. An expansionist urge took over, and soon war broke out as Japan invaded China to keep up with the demands of their growing population. Later in World War II, more Manchurians would die during the Japanese invasion than Jews under Hitler. A similar process happened in another island nation, England. As their population bloated, and as their island could no longer support the people who lived there, they turned to conquest to provide the goods that they could no longer provide themselves due to the physical limitations of a small piece of land. Hence invasions of India, America, Australia, Africa, etc., etc. In any case, Jack London makes an extremely compelling case that sudden increase in crop yields actually foster population explosions. The populace will always rise to meet it. So ironically, modern news stories about how great crop yields are and how in the future they'll be higher and higher will lead inevitably to increased population size and result in war in a bid to secure natural resources. But we never seem to think these things through.